I've done several videos about my life in China as a student, as an entrepreneur, as a worker, and just as an expert living here in China, and especially here in Shanghai. And recently we've done a lot of videos on how China is managing its zero COVID policy. So currently we're in lockdown. We've been in lockdown for over a month now. Some parts in Shanghai for 1 month, some for 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And recently the whole city have been in lockdown for the past 1 week now. And we were hoping that yesterday was the 5th. We were hoping that at 3 a.m. on the 5th we'll be out of lockdown. But a recent communique came out a few hours before 3 a.m. saying the lockdown has been extended. And so how is the lockdown situation going to be?
After locking down Pudong, the Shanghai government has implemented another in the Puxi area west of the Huangpu River to further contain the spread of COVID-19. Although Pudong's lockdown was supposed to end on April 1st, many of the area's sub-districts remain under isolation after positive cases were found there. Infections have started to drop. On March 31st, the city recorded just over 4,500 cases.
Since it was an announced lockdown, people got supplies, people got food, vegetables, and other groceries. But since we were planning for 5 days, we just got what could take us for, say, a week or so. And now that the lockdown has been extended, we don't know how we're going to cope if the lockdown situation gets extended and extended and extended. But so kind, this morning I got some supplies from my community. I got some food, some vegetables from my community. That was so nice of them. So the situation in Shanghai and in China in general is not getting any better. This morning they recorded above 13,000 locally transmitted cases, being the most since the pandemic started. So in Shanghai, which is one of the most hit cities now in China, has even received medics, over 2,000 medics from other cities to support the medical team in Shanghai. And one thing that I cannot explain is that more than 80% of the cases in Shanghai are all asymptomatic, which means that people are infected and moving around without knowing. But the problem now in Shanghai is quarantine. The facilities for quarantine are not enough to quarantine all the asymptomatic cases and the positive cases.
还有人没做核酸的吗？赶快下来做。Is there anyone else who hasn't make nucleic acid test? Hurry up, calm down, make it.
So generally, from the look of things, it has not been easy with the issue of quarantining. Some people want to be quarantined in their homes. They don't want to be taken to isolated quarantining facilities. Some people don't want to be separated with their children and so on. And the health officials, the medical personnel too, have not been finding it easy with the population. It has been really a struggle. Shanghai has been struggling with quarantining facility. The Expo Village has been transformed into a temporal quarantining facility, but it's still not enough. This has led to one of the most heated topics of discussion over the internet that we're going to be talking about in today's video. Should children under the age of 7 be quarantined with their parents who are negative? This is what has been causing outrage on the social media in Shanghai. So the citizens are for the fact that children should be quarantined with their parents regardless of whether the parents are positive or not, while the government is for the fact that children less than 7 years old will be quarantined in pediatric hospitals without their parents, while children who are above 7 years old will be quarantined in other facilities with pediatric assistance. But if both the child and the parent are both positive, they can be quarantined together. So this has led to a heated debate on the social media. A lot of people are for the fact that they don't care if they're going to be contaminated by their kids. They cannot leave their kids to be taken care of by whosoever. So let me read through some of the comments. And if you have any contribution as far as this is concerned, let me know what you think about this situation in the comment section below. If you were negative and your child, no matter the age, less than 7 years old, above 7 years old, your child is positive, will you want to be quarantined together with your child? You don't care if you get contaminated by your child or not? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Meanwhile, let's see some of the comments. So let me go through this communique once more, and then we're going to look at the comments. It says, according to the law on the prevention and control of infectious disease, infected people should be separated from those who are not infected, said Wu Jianyu, a senior inspector of the Municipal Health Commission, at the news conference on Monday. Infected children under the age of 7 whose parents are not infected will receive treatment in Shanghai Public Health Clinical Center away from their parents, Wu said. Infected children older than 7 will undergo treatment in other designated quarantine hospitals equipped with pediatricians team, Wu added. If parents also test positive, then they would be allowed to stay with their children to receive medical observation or medical observance and treatment, she said. And the comments. Someone said, someone has to step in on this rule. Nowhere in the world of today's days this is happening. This is ridiculous, isolating a child under the age of 7 without one of the people they know to be safe and familiar. Way to go on how to shut down their brain at a critical developing stage. What about children with special needs also? Parents should be with their small children. Bottom line. Another comment said, this is a terrible mistake for the world's second largest economy to make. In what possible way can you separate children from parents? This rule is absolutely inhumane. Someone said disgusting. Someone said ridiculous. Someone said, is there no child psychologist on the medical team? To separate a 7-year-old child from the parents is psychologically damaging to the child. It's traumatizing. I prefer to be infected and stay with my baby. This is ridiculous. No one can take a child away from mom. Luckily, I left with my kids. Someone is like, oh, luckily I left. Unworldly and absolutely unacceptable. That's criminal. I'll make sure my 3-year-old daughter kissed me on the lips many times and well before any test and play a new game. Cough in daddy's face 10 times. I'm disgusted with this draconian law. Wouldn't this lead to get infected intentionally? Well, this is someone who is like, wouldn't this lead to be infected intentionally? No one can take our kids from us. Ever, never. How about no? Those poor kids are going to be scared for life, being forced away so young. I fail to see how this helps anyone if parents are willingly getting infected just to stay together. Well, the comments go on and on and on and on. I can read from now and but from what you're seeing, from over 10 comments that I've read, 9 is in support for the fact that they don't care, they want to be with their parents, with their kids, no matter if they're positive or not. And when I read through all the comments, from over 30 comments that are here, I think just about 2 are in support of the fact that they should be separated. Everyone is for the fact that they don't care, they want to be with their children. So what's your take on this topic? Will you decide to be together with your kid who is infected and you're not? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I don't want to make this video a very long one. I'm going to leave you here for now. I'll see you in my next video, and if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please don't go away without hitting that subscription button. Turn on the notification bell so that when I bring videos, you will be notified. Share the video with someone, like it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.